Hey guys, it's Paige here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I thought that I would show you guys my favorite makeup. Some of these have just been recently added into my routine. I just thought that I would show you guys. Pretty much being in the beauty industry, it's one of the biggest questions we get asked. Obviously the first one would be like, what skincare do you use and things like that, but I thought that I could do that in a video for you guys another time as well if you guys are interested in that. But for today I thought that I would just show you guys the makeup that I love. I will show you guys the order that I do it in. So firstly, obviously we always prime. Once I get out of the shower and I have washed my skin, I will generally put on just a normal moisturizer because I do go quite dry and I just hate that cracky feeling on my skin. But then when I'm actually starting to do my makeup, I'll start to prime. So for the primer, I use the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I love this primer. I've used a few and I just wanted to try it for myself, and I obviously am a big fan of Too Faced. Like everything that they bring out I think is really, really cool. This one says that it's proactive, nourishing, replenishing face primer with coconut water, probiotic based ingredients and skin revivers. It's also silicone free. My foundation stays on all day. There's no slip. It's now my holy grail, and it smells absolutely amazing. Like it actually smells like coconut water. So next, after I prime, I always do my foundation, and for foundation I use Too Faced Born This Way. I use this in the winter, and then in the summertime I'll use my Estee Lauder Double Wear. I just find that the Double Wear is too drying on my skin in the wintertime because I am obviously already dry. It's probably just a little bit too much for me. So I do use the Too Faced Born This Way. It is a medium to full coverage and I use the shade Light Beige. I just find that this one gives me that kind of dewiness all over, which I love. It's so hard to find something when you kind of are a little bit combination skin. So it either kind of like sticks in and it sinks right into my skin, which I hate, or it just sits right on top and it just looks cakey, which I also don't like. I feel like it's a really good foundation just for everyday wear. You know, it's not too heavy and it's not too light either. I mean, I don't have a lot of skin concerns anyway. I guess my biggest skin concern would be big pores, like large pores, or obviously dryness sometimes, and then pigmentation. But I mean, it doesn't bother me at all if my pigmentation shows through. Just, it is what it is. You can't get rid of it, I guess. I mean, well, you can, but not forever, you know. But at the moment, I'm loving the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. I'm not sure what shade it's in. I mean, it's quite light if you guys can see it. But yeah, I just love this because it's super hydrating under my eyes, and my eyes get really, really dry. They almost go like papery. It's pretty gross. But I find that this one is really good and I just love it. Next, to set my concealer in my face, I will use the original RCMA No-colour powder. I love this one. I was using Laura Mercier for such a long time and I just hated that I had so much flashback with it. It just didn't, I don't know, it never looked nice on my skin. I always looked dry and dehydrated, and then like it would crease under my eyes and stuff, and I don't know, I was just never happy with it. So then I seen this one and I seen everybody rave about this. So I tried it out for myself and I actually love it. I think it's so good. It is super fine, which I love, but it doesn't give me any flashback. I don't have like this white film under my eyes. I still feel extremely hydrated, which is good. And the only thing that I kind of don't like about it is how you have to decanter it like in something, because it just messy. Like look at the top of that. And it just goes everywhere. And I'm a clean freak and I don't like this. But I love what's inside, which is the main thing, right? Next, I will bronze my face. So I don't generally contour or anything like that. I mean, I've got pretty chiseled cheekbones naturally, so I find just like a little bit of bronzer will do the trick for me. And then I guess with the foundation and stuff, especially in like the summertime, I do like to look a little bit more bronzy. So the bronzer that I use is a Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in medium deep. It's really, really good. I love this. This has also been a new addition as well. I was using the Hoola Benefit for a very long time, but everyone was kind of raving about this one and I thought I need to try it. And then obviously the smell is like unreal. It actually smells like chocolate. And I put it on and I'm just like, chocolate. So yeah, this one, Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, I love. Also, it doesn't make me, like this doesn't make me look muddy. I know that sometimes you can get, especially for me, like the cooler tone bronzers, oh, it just looks so dirty on my skin. It literally looks like I've been rolling around in mud, which I hate. So this one is really, really good. It definitely is like a warmer based bronzer, I think. Next, I'm going to get on to the eyes. So to prime my eyes, and like for an eyeshadow base, I guess I would do, I usually use the NYX eyeshadow base in this one. And I think it's just in the shade, it says 03, which I guess is just like skin tone. It's really, really cool. I really love it. If you could see it properly without the light shining. So I just pop this on. It's super, super thin. You know, you don't need a lot of work. I pretty much just pop it on with my finger or just a little brush, and I'll just pop it all around, leave it for a little bit. I can set it with the RCMA powder if I need to, and then I'll just go in and pretty much just do my eyeshadow. And I find that this keeps my eyeshadow nice and bright, and it doesn't kind of crease or get that gross little film that you get in between your eyelids. So this is really good. I love this one too. Then for my favorite eyeshadow palette, it is the one and only Jaclyn Hill times Morphe. I love this palette. I was so excited to get this palette. It was really funny. My sister and I and my sister-in-law all stayed up until like, I think it was like 2 a.m. or something like that to get this palette on the first release. And we were so excited when we received it. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite palette. It's so pretty. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Ooh, you've probably seen it like a million times, but this is it. And I just love Jaclyn Hill anyway, but I just feel like she has so many nice transition colors. Like all these ones down here I use in my transition. This is the palette that I use for today's look as well, by the way. And like just all these warm colors, and I just love, I just love like the metallics and the shimmers and all that. I just feel like there's so many looks that you can do with this palette. And I mean, to nail like every single color in a palette, like the formula, I was just like, what? Like she is so, so good. I mean, I'll support her in anything because I love her, but this is such a good palette. So for today, like for example, I mean, I just used this in my crease and as a transition color, and then I went in with this one here. And then to really, really warm it up, I went in with this one here. And then to darken out just the outer V here, I just used this one and then kind of blended it all in, and it's really, really nice. And I love that she has the highlighting shades up here. I mean, if there was one thing that I really wish it had was like a matte highlight, just because sometimes, I mean, you don't want to do shimmers and things like that, but I mean, apart from that, I love this palette. This is my favorite holy grail ever since I got it, just because you can do so many looks, and there's like a really cool like warm to cool tones too, which I love. So after I do my eyeshadow, I would generally do my brows, and for my brows I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow definer. I use the color Taupe and I love it. I've heard some people don't like this one because they feel like it kind of like jabs at their eyebrows and pulls out their hair. I've never really had that issue ever, but yeah, it kind of just looks like this. I love the little tip of it. It's really, really easy. It just glides on my brows, and then it's kind of double-ended. So on the other side, oh, that's a little bit gross. But on the other side, I have like, it has like a little spoolie, easy to use. I mean, I don't usually do a lot to my brows anyway. I kind of just fill in like my natural shape and maybe just make a longer tail. Yeah, I kind of go through this and then the Brow Wiz as well. I do have her pomade, and I do use that if I need to like really define my brows, maybe for like a real glam look. But for just like everyday use, and for today's look, I use the brow definer. To set my brows, I use the clear Ardell brow sculpting gel, just like this one here. This is so affordable and I love it. I think I got it from like Priceline and it was super, super cheap. But I just love it because obviously it's clear, and I'm not very good with like tinted stuff, I guess. I probably get it everywhere. But this one's really, really good. I love the big wand that it has on it. It's like that. It's so good and easy. And I mean, I just like push this between my brows, and I just love it. And my brows stay in place all day. It's so easy. They don't move. There's no color transfer anywhere. I mean, the tube does go a little bit gross, I guess, because it's got my my brow product in it. But apart from that, I just love it, and it's really, really inexpensive. Next is my mascaras. I don't know, I've got two favorite mascaras. There's not one that I love more than the other. So I've kind of just chosen two. If I'm doing a glam look, I kind of use false lashes anyway. So at the moment I'm wearing the Ardell wispy ones. I do love the demi wispies, but these ones are just the normal wispies. So for my mascara, my favorite is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I have a lot of Too Faced products. I didn't realize that now until I'm like sitting down filming. And I don't know, I just love Too Faced. I think they always bring out really cool things. And I always love like the name of the thing, you know, they're just like so cool and down to earth. Like Too Faced, better than sex. I mean, can a mascara really be better than sex? Who knows? But like the Too Faced Hangover Primer, like, yeah, I mean, I'm a mum. I look hungover every single day for something to make my skin look that incredible all the time. Like, I just love it. And yeah, the names are just really cool and quirky, you know. For my next one, it's the Benefit Roller Lash. I only have a mini one of this. The thing is with me is I hear all these hyped things and I'm like, oh, I don't want to have to buy like a full size. What if I don't like it? My sister lives by this mascara. She loves it. And I was like, oh, nothing can be better than this, right? Like, I love the Better Than Sex. But then I got this bad boy and I was like, I'll get the little one and I'll just see how I like it. And if I love it, I'll get a bigger one. And she was right. I absolutely love it. I think it's great. I love the wand. I thought I wasn't gonna like these wands just because in past experiences, like I used to use this when I was like a wand like this when I was in high school and I never really liked it. But yeah, I just love this. It's so nice. It just makes like separates all my lashes, makes them look like long and luxurious. And then I'll go on top with the Too Faced Better Than Sex just because this one, if you can see the wand, I'll show you guys. It's a really cool wand. Like, I just love that wand, and I feel like this one will give me more length. Like, I'll pop this over the Benefit Roller Lash and I'll just find that it gives me my lashes like so much more length, and they'll kind of just be like thicker and more luscious. Like, these two as a duo I love. And then I mean I pop on falsies anyway, but if I was to go out for like a natural day look, I'll use my roller lash. But if I'm looking for something a little bit more, I'll put these two together. It's really good. It's a really good combo. Next is my eyeliner. I don't have any eyeliner on today, but I thought that I would show you guys my favorite one. My favorite is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. It just looks like this, and I love it because look at the tip of the liner. Like, it's super easy to do like a wing or anything like that. It's pretty much like idiot proof. Like, it's so good. And it took me a long time to learn how to do a proper wing, and I just found that this was so easy. It was probably the first liner that I really felt like, I don't know, that was really easy for me to use. I don't know, I love this one. It's really good. Okay, next is lips. So for my favorite, well, what I'm wearing today and my favorite lip liner is this one here. It is Boldly Bare by MAC. It's a beautiful nude color. I'll show you. And I've pretty much used most of it. Just a really pretty nude. It's the liner that I'm using today. I don't know, so easy to use, and I just love their pencils. I feel like they just last for so long. Like, I've had this for such a long time, and once it goes I will be getting another one as well. But this paired with this MAC lipstick, it's called Cream Sheen Cream Cup. This is my favorite. Oh my god, it actually smells like marshmallows or something. Like, it smells unreal. Every time I wear this lipstick, people ask me what lipstick I'm wearing. What shade are you wearing? And being in the beauty industry and where I was working, we always had to have like a light pink nude lipstick on. It's a little bit broken, so I don't know if you guys will be able to see it properly, but it kind of just looks like that. See if you guys can see that. But yeah, like, it's such a nice color. I don't know, I just love it, and it's like creamy. It doesn't dry out my lips. It's super hydrating, and yeah, and it smells like absolutely amazing, like marshmallows. Okay, so I'm going to get on to my favorite blush. I love blush, and I have a lot of it. I don't know, anything that can kind of like enhance my cheekbones or just make me look a little bit more naturally pretty is pretty much my favorite. So my blush that I absolutely love is the Morphe blush palette. It's the one, it's 9B it says. So it has like these 9 shades in here, and I just love this because, like, look how pretty all the colors are. Like, they're so nice. Oh, just make sure that reflection is paying off. So my favorites to use, I mean, for today I used this one here. They don't have any names or anything on them, but it just kind of comes in like this. So this one that I use the most in winter, I find myself leaning more towards this one here, but I just love it. I mean, sometimes I mix this one with this one, or this one with this one, this one with this one. I don't generally use these darker shades down here. I don't know why. I feel like I just like, I don't know, just light pinks and corals and things like that on my actual cheeks. You know, this one here is matte as well. This one does have a little bit of shimmer in it, which is fine, but I just love, I pretty much always prefer mattes on my cheeks, and then I'll go over with a highlight or something like that if I really want to make it stand out. This is my favorite. I've had this for such a long time. I can't even remember. I think it's been like pretty much, well, maybe when it came out actually, I don't remember. But I have had it for a very long time, and I do love it. And I haven't even hit pan on any of them. Like, that's how good these are. And I love Morphe. Morphe's great. So to set everything in place, I use my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus spray. So I'll use this once I'm pretty much finished with all my makeup and I've done everything except for highlight. I will always use my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. I just feel like for me, again, because I'm dry, I can be a little bit dehydrated. This doesn't make my skin go like matte. Like, it brings moisture back into my skin, which is why I love it. And I love the way that it sprays as well. It's kind of just like a little, and I love that feeling. Like, it doesn't like come straight in my face and then just drench my face and then just leave like little white spots everywhere. I don't know, I love this one. And the smell, I can never get over the smell. It's so nice as well. I've gone through so many bottles of this and I still love it. It's still my holy grail. Okay, lastly for my highlight, my favorite of all time, and I've had this, I don't even know how long I've had this for, pretty much ever since this has come out as well, but my favorite highlight to use is from the Becca and Jaclyn Hill face palette. And I use, if I open it up and I can show you guys, but these ones here. So I kind of go between the two. So I know that there's Prosecco Pop and then Champagne Pop. I mean, I've had Champagne Pop for a while in another palette as well, but for a long time, especially in the summer, just with this like this golden kind of shade, I use this in the summer and I love it. You can already see that I've kind of hit pan. At the moment now, I kind of go maybe between the two, maybe a little bit more Champagne Pop, just because I do find it is a little bit more universal, whereas the Prosecco Pop, I feel like I need to be like more golden, so like have a little bit more color in my skin. That's why I prefer it in the summertime, but I do usually mix these two together. Today I am wearing Champagne Pop. That is the holy grail. Anything that Jaclyn Hill brings out, I love. I also do love this blush as well. You can already see that I've, you know, made a pretty big dent in it. I'll try and read the name. Is it Amaretto Mineral Blush? Yeah, it's really beautiful. I mean, it does have a little bit of sparkles in it, which, like I said, I don't usually like for my blush in my cheek area, because I'll just pop on highlight. But sometimes it is a nice way of having like a natural highlight, you know, like if you're not wanting to blind. But with me, most of the time, I do like to blind. Anyways, guys, so that's the end of my favorite products that I use for my makeup. These are all the products that I use for today's look. If you guys would want me to do like a tutorial how I get, you know, each look and things like that, it's definitely something that I'm open to. I don't know how I would go in like natural lighting, so I might have to invest in getting like a ring light or some, I don't know, proper lighting so you guys can see the color payoff and stuff like that. But it's definitely something that I'm open to. And I hope you enjoyed this video today. If it was helpful in any kind of way, let me know. Or if you have any suggestions of any videos that you guys would like to see, I'm definitely open to ideas. I'm really sorry if the lighting was a little bit bad today too, by the way. Like I said, I'm sitting in front of my big window just chilling out in my lounge room. I did my makeup and I was like, such a good idea that I should kind of film exactly what I use, because I know that it's something that I get asked all the time. I thought for my next sit down chat video, I thought that I could go through skincare with you guys. Exactly what I use, the reasons why I use it, go through my skin type and my skin concerns and what I find works for me as well. So if you're interested, leave a comment below and let me know. But I'll see you in my next video. But thanks for watching. Bye guys. Mwah.